Before we get started with today's video, I have an announcement to make. After years of telling other people's stories, I finally released one of my own. My novel Eternal Reign is available now in both ebook and paperback format for those of you who are like me and prefer to collect physical media. You can grab a copy right now on Amazon through the link in the description of this video. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. Dragon's Dogma 2 is a pretty large game, which is a good thing. That means there's a lot of places to explore, secrets to uncover, bosses to fight, and so on. That also means there's a lot of stuff that you can miss. And by a lot of stuff, I mean everything from weapons and items to entire vocations. There are even places that you can complete the entire main story without ever seeing. And if you're not someone who just randomly runs around for a while, then it's very likely that you'll miss quite a few interesting and highly useful places. One of these places is the Sacred Arbor, also known as the City of the Elves. Getting there isn't super difficult, but it does take a few time-consuming steps and a vocation change to Archer unless you're already playing one. It starts in Vernworth, right outside of the weapon shop. There's an elf named Glenwer who's staring at the bows in the place. He wants one, but it'll look bad if he buys a human bow, seeing as how he's an elf. But if you give him one, it'll be okay. You can give him any bow, so just buy a cheap one from the shop if you haven't found one already. Once you hand that over, he'll ask you to come with him to his training spot to show him how to shoot it. This is where you'll need to be an archer. His training ground is a long run to the northwest of Vernworth, but you can make it shorter with a little bit of luck. If you take the ox cart out of Vernworth to the checkpoint town, there's a good chance that you may get attacked. The attack can stop you a good bit closer to where you need to be. Now, if you don't get attacked, you'll end up even further away from where you wanted to go than when you started. So how you handle this is up to you. Either way, when you get there, just shoot the target and that'll complete the quest. Glenwer will give you some gold and a ring, and then you can get back to Vernworth. Rest for a day or so, and the elf will be back outside of the shop where you first met him. His trial of archery is about to start, and he wants you to come with him. Since it's not exactly easy to find the Sacred Arbor, he'll meet you near his training ground and guide you there. When you meet up, all you have to do is just follow him to the Elven City. Now, just because you've made it to the village doesn't mean you're done. The first thing you'll realize is no one speaks English, so you can't understand a single thing they say. But as long as Glenwer is with you, he'll translate. The problem is he's going to leave you pretty fast. Turns out the archery trial's been canceled because the leader of the elves, who also happens to be Glenwer's dad, ended up having his daughter get kidnapped by an ogre. Glenwer runs off to save his sister, and you go with him. Follow him to the cave and you'll see the ogre holding his sister while their dad fights it. Glenwer will shoot the ogre in the hand, making it drop his sister, and now you have to kill the thing while keeping her alive. Once that's done, carry her out of the cave and Glenwer's dad will thank you and give you some important items, one of which being a port crystal that you can set down in the elf city. The thing is, you still won't be able to understand them unless you get a pawn who knows the woodland wordsmith specialization. The good news is it's pretty easy to get and teach to your main pawn. Simply go to the item shop in the city and give the shopkeeper woman a bouquet of flowers each day for 3 days. Just give her one of them, then doze off on the bench until the next day hits, then give her another one. Do this 3 times and she will give you a tome that lets you teach your pawn the language, and now you can fully understand what the elves are saying. And you'll also be able to read what they have for sale. This will open up a whole lot more quests later on in the game. So if you never actually go to this place, not only will you miss out on unlocking elven smithing, which is great for magic users, you'll miss out on a whole lot of other quests. Anyway, that's all we've got for today. If you enjoyed this video and found it to be helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ding that notification bell. Donate to the channel if you can, and I'll see you all next time.